the pain and struggle will not end. It seems to me that a lot of people have the mindset that if they work hard and they do well, then eventually it's all going to come to an end. Settle down, stop, and it's all going to be great. Or everything's uphill from here. When we were asked in class what our definition of success was, most people said comfort, happiness, and money. Those are the main three. I said fulfillment. There's actually a cup that we have in our house that says, success is meeting a new challenge beyond every achievement, which basically means keep grinding and keep working. Keep facing challenges, learn from them, and move on. The will to not indulge in comfort and pleasure is what separates the great people from the average people. Comfort and pleasure doesn't exist. If you stay up late and indulge in comfort and pleasure, then the next day you're gonna feel way worse. Or if you eat the junk food, then later on in the day you're gonna feel way worse. So a lot of the time, the best way is David Goggins mode. Do things you shouldn't be able to do. When I was a lot younger, my longest run that I had done was like 10 kilometers. So I went on a 24-kilometer run, and I ran 14 kilometers to and up a mountain, back down the mountain and back home. Miyamoto Musashi, this samurai who lived back 500 years ago, wrote a couple of books which are now in the Book of Five Rings, the Dokudo, and a few more works. And in one of them, he says, go places that are frightening to the common brand of men. And he mentions going out into the wild without food, without money, and sleeping under no roof. But for me, this quote, go places frightening to the common brand of men, means more than just physical. It means mental as well. Doing physical activity and doing things that will challenge you mentally. Doing things that are frightening to the average person, that the average person wouldn't do. Because that's what separates you from everyone else. That's where you gain the advantage above them. The Buddhist monks follow a principle where you accept that life is going to be hard. Because as soon as you accept this, everything gets a whole lot easier to get done, accomplish, and understand. And then of course the Stoic principle, memento mori, remember you must die. Talking about how you should spend your life doing things that matter and that have a big impact on the world and the people around you and yourself, rather than just living for the weekend, for example, so that you can sleep in, you can stay up late, you can hang out with your friends and waste more time. The last thing I want to mention before I end this video is my wallpaper on my phone is a picture of me, but old, like with a big white beard, with barely any hair left, but it's white. Old, wrinkly picture of me. I think I look about 80 to 90 years old in that picture. And I just, whenever I'm about to do something, I look at that picture on my phone, and I think, how would he feel? How would that affect him? What would he say about it? When I look at the picture of me as an old man, I see all the accomplishments that he's got and everything that he's been through. I can see the power in his eyes and his face. So I just think of, if he's so powerful and he's got it all down, he's got control over himself, he mastered presence, as in done 10,000 hours of meditation. So I just look at him as, right now, he's probably my number one role model. So if I could give this lesson to you, go download an app where you can turn your face into an old version of you and speak to that older version of you. Learn from it. Really old candle.